Welcome everyone to Money Magnum's Picks. I am going to give you my week 2 predictions for the NFL. But before we get started, hit the like and subscribe. Want to be able to build up some more subscribers and inform you with more content. I want to be able to give you more content, not only from the NFL, but as well as the MLB as the playoffs are coming up. Let's get started. On Thursday, I put out a video that the Bills would win that game and I would take the points at 2.5. That actually happened on Thursday. They blew out the Miami Dolphins. So definitely out to a good start there. As far as the Sunday game starting in the morning, the 49ers are favored by 4.5 with a money line of minus 220. And the Vikings are getting a money line of plus 180. I would take the 49ers and the points here. 4.5 sounds good. Earlier in the week, they were favored by about 6. This line is actually decreased for the 49ers. So I actually like it at 4.5. I would take the 49ers in this one. I don't think CMC is going to probably play. He's going to be out for several weeks. I think that calf. And I like Jordan Mason in the game again. I think he did well. I think he proved himself that he's going to do well. So the 49ers definitely don't have any problems moving forward. I would take the 49ers. Next, the Raiders getting 8.5 at the Ravens. Ravens favored by 8.5 with a money line of minus 455, and the Raiders money line is at 345. This is probably like the biggest odds of the week. I'm gonna go with my Raiders. I am gonna take the points. I don't know if they can win it, but I would at least take the points, 8.5. The Ravens obviously coming out with a tough loss, a tough letdown. I think they might unleash, but I think the Raiders defense, I think their pass rush can keep them in the game. So I like the Raiders and taking the points at 8.5. Following next, the Chargers favored by 5 with a money line of minus 235 at the Panthers. That's getting a money line of plus 192. I like the Chargers in this one. The Panthers are just going to continue to struggle. They just don't have it together. They're just not going to be a good team. I think the Chargers are going to be able to take advantage. I think McConkey is going to get some more opportunity in this game. I think J.K. Dobbins looks healthy, looks like he could be more durable. He looked great against the Raiders, so I like the Chargers in that one. Following, the Saints at the Cowboys. The Cowboys favored by 6 with a money line of minus 285. The Saints are just coming off a blowout of the Carolina Panthers at home, but now they're going to go to the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys looked great defensively against the Browns. Things were clicking pretty much on offense, but I think it's going to get even better. I think we could see Dallas's closer to an A game in this game. So I like the Cowboys to cover in this one. The next one, the Seahawks on the road at the Patriots. Patriots are getting a money line of plus 143. The Seahawks are favored by 3, getting a money line of minus 170. I like the Seahawks here. I like the Seahawks' defense. But more importantly, I think I like the Seahawks' offenses and their offensive weapons. I know Cincinnati did not take advantage of their offense against the Patriots. The Patriots are actually sneaky good on defense, but they may not score enough points. I actually like the Seahawks to score enough points and hold off the New England Patriots in that one. Next one, the Jets favored by 3.5 versus the Titans at plus 158. The Titans are getting 158. The Jets are getting minus 190 on the money line. I think the Jets will bounce back. They just didn't look great. They didn't look comfortable against the 49ers. Aaron Rodgers was basically running for his life. That suffocating defense from the 49ers really threw off the Jets. But also, I expect the Jets defense to actually have a bounce back and play well. So I'm like the Jets in this one to cover. Following game, the Colts favored by 2.5 at the Packers. Packers getting plus 122 on the money line, while the Colts are getting minus 120 on the money line. I like the Colts. I like the way they played against the Houston Texans. They were close. They competed well. They were just right on their tail, but they just didn't have enough to beat them. I think if they play the same way, I think if Richardson continues to play the same way, I like the Indianapolis Colts to cover at 2.5. Following, the Giants versus the Commanders. The Commanders are getting 1.5 with a money line of minus 125. The Giants are getting a money line of plus 105. I actually like the Commanders in this one. I think Jaden Daniels will improve. I think he has the better weapons. I think New York is going to continue to still find a way to get their offense going. I don't think they're going to get it going. So I like the Commanders in that one. Then later we got the Bucs getting 7.5 at the Lions. The Lions are favored by 7.5 with a money line of -105. And the Bucs are actually getting a money line of -115, which is a little weird. But I actually like the Bucs to hang in this game. I don't think the Lions are going to cover. 7.5 is a massive number. I think the Bucs are a little bit better than that. I think they'll make it close, but I think the Lions will win. So that's what I'm going there. I'm taking the points with the Bucs. Browns at Jags. Jags getting 3 points. Actually, they're laying 3 points. They're favored by 3 with a money line of -115. The Browns are getting a money line of -105. The Browns just did not look good. They did not look good offensively. Deshaun Watson just looked totally horrible in that game. The Jags actually proved that they got their stuff together. They actually were 1 touchdown away. If it wasn't for an ETN fumble, they would have put away the Dolphins. I actually like the momentum at home. I'm taking the Jags at favored at 3 points. So moving on to the Rams and Cards. This is probably the only one that is even. This is a pick'em. The Rams actually overachieved competing with the Lions in Detroit. They almost beat them with basically a decimated roster. I mean, you had 2 linemen that were out. You have Puka Nacua that was injured. So going into Arizona actually competed well against the Buffalo Bills, but they just ran out of gas and they just couldn't sustain it. I actually like the Cardinals to continue to compete. They have the talent to compete. They just have a problem of just finishing the job. And since the Rams are kind of decimated, I don't think that they'll play over their heads again. I actually like the Cardinals in this one to win that game. Both of them obviously on the money line are at -110. Then following that, we have the Bengals getting 6 points in Kansas City. Kansas City's favored by 6 with a money line of -267. The Bengals are getting a money line of +215. The Bengals just were horrible last week. I think they will bounce back. I am actually going to take the points and the Bengals and stay with the Chiefs. The Chiefs will win the game, but I am going to take the Bengals and the +6 there. The Steelers favored by 2.5 at Denver. Denver getting a money line of +122, while the Steelers are getting a money line of -145. The Steelers are great defensively in Atlanta. I think they're also going to travel well. I think they're going to be able to cover. I think they're going to be able to cover only because their defense is going to be able to hold Denver, but they don't score a lot of points. So expect the low scoring game. Actually, you could actually take the under in this game. I don't know the exact number, but take the under in that game. Also, that is to consider. And then in this Sunday night game, the Bears at Houston at the Texans. The Texans are favored by 6.5 with a money line of -292, while the Bears are getting a money line of +235. I actually like the Texans. They look good in Indianapolis. The Bears struggled offensively, even though they were picked up by their defense. I don't know if I can see that happen again. The Texas offense is really good. They're going to make less mistakes, and I think they're well put together, and I think the Texans are going to be really good, and I like them to cover the 6.5. So those are my picks and those are my predictions. Once again, like and subscribe to the channel. I want to be able to give you some more content. Obviously, I'm going to give you some more football content, some more shorts. I'm also going to give you some more baseball content later down the road. So once again, good luck, and we'll see you next time.